The question now is there Tenegre in Bicol blade culture? Is there Bicol Tenegre? Jason here for the Agbayon channel and TMS Talks. Join me again for another episode on Bicol blade culture or blade culture in general. So please join me and finish this video. Join me until the end. And check also previously uploaded episodes related to this topic, particularly the episode on the Minasbad, various parts and profiles of the Minasbad, and Ginunting, the Bicol Ginunting, and the Sinampalo, and the Bicol Baid, and also our episode on the Kinabayo Hilt, the Kinabayo Hilt carving. We have already started talking about the various Bicol blade hilt carving, and we actually started with the kinabayo already. And speaking of the kinabayo, let's look at some more samples of vintage kinabayo hilt coming from the TMS gallery, or the so-called Cimarron Arsenal or Cimarron Armory. Let's look at that. This one is kinabayo. I'm sure you are familiar with the kinabayo already by now. There's so many beliefs related to the kinabayo. So many beliefs. It could be what? It could be the onglo. It could be the onglo, or it could be the mythical creatures in the Ibalong epic. So there. Now, as attached to the Minasbad, because we said the kinabayo is what is commonly seen attached to a Minasbad. So it looks like this. Check our episode on the Minasbad, the parts of the Minasbad, the profiles, the various profiles of the Minasbad. That's kinabayo. It's attached to Minasbad. There. It's attached to the Minasbad. Alright. Let's go back to the question. Is there really Tenegre in Bicol blade culture? Actually, there is. However, in Bicol blade culture, the Tenegre is merely a hilt carving and not a sword or a bolo per se. It's just a hilt carving. And for this episode, we'll look at some samples of vintage Bicol Tenegre hilt coming from our collection, which is the Cimarron Armory. The Cimarron Armory. Let me just open my notes. Okay, there. Okay. First, this one, Bicol Tenegre. And we said that the Bicol Tenegre is usually attached to a ginunting. We may also look at our previous episode on the ginunting. We have a lot of Bicol Tenegre hilt samples. This is quite deformed already, but still good. You see the... Oh, this is really deformed. We kept it for posterity. We said that the Bicol Tenegre is the most cosmopolitan Bicol blade hilt carving because it is attached to the ginunting, which is the most cosmopolitan Bicol blade as well. Very, very popular in the countryside. The Bicol ginunting. This one is quite deformed. In the various Bicol ginunting profiles, you can observe the Bicol Tenegre in said bolos. And since the Bicol ginunting is popular, the Tenegre, Bicol Tenegre is also popular. Now this one is unique because it's kind of looking down. It's kind of looking down. It's like doing a tango. Doing a tango. We'll talk about the tango later. But of course, it has some kind of a practical and pragmatic purpose. It's for grip, for blade retention purposes. However, this may also have some sort of a histocultural logic to it. It could be what? It could be related to the Anito culture, you know? This particular Bicol Tenegre hilt looking down upon us. Because the Anito culture is related to ancestor worship. This one is really what? This is reformed as well. I like to call this the Espanyol Tenegre because of the big nose, big pointed nose. Now, let's have this one. Yeah, this is the finale because this is special. It's also smiling like the others, but smiling with a grit, with the teeth. You can see the miniature teeth. For those experts in Visayan blade culture, I'm sure you have seen something similar or something that has semblance to this hilt carving. Kindly make a comment down below if you have seen something similar. There, that's the Bicol Tenegre hilt carving. Now, as attached to a blade, it looks like this. We'll use Bicol ginunting with albino horn. This is Bicol ginunting wastari profile. Yeah, cool. So there. That's the Bicol Tenegre as attached to a Bicol ginunting. Now, what's the histocultural background. We can look at various sources, but one source could be oral tradition. There's a book on the matter mentioning the Tagong because in one TMS episode, in one TMS article published in the TMS or the Minasbad Shop page, we wrote about the Tagong, and we said that it could very well be the Bicol Tenegre. Check that episode in the FB page. So kindly check that episode. What is the Tagong? We can find an input on it in the book by Eden Nasayaw. The book is entitled Bicol Beliefs and Folkways, a showcase of tradition. It compiles various statements by Bicolano elders, by Bicolanos in general, about Bicol culture, about Bicol oral tradition, mentioning mythical creatures, legends, etc. In fact, in that book, it was also mentioned that the onglo or the tikbalang, when you catch it and when you acquire a portion of its spine, you can get supernatural, or you can acquire supernatural powers. So that's why there's a theory that the Minasbad is actually a representation of the spine of the onglo or of the so-called tikbalang. Now, the Tagong, according to one of the sources of Eden Sayaw, the name of the person is Ponciano Saminyado. He's from Daraga Albay. He said that the Tagong is a creature that is said to be half hidden behind trees and leaves as it wears a big smile. So it wears a big smile just like that of Bicol Tenegre. And children are afraid of the tagong-irit whom they might find as they play hide and seek. If you wear uh, Bicol Ginunting, for example, the tagong-irit is like the Bicol Tenegre is like the tagong-irit. You can only see one side of its face smiling, etc. Looking so mischievous and dexterous, etc. Of course, with allusion to the blade culture on screen. Tagong-irit being playful, okay, being skillful, and a trickster. So something like that. All right, that's a tagong-irit as connected to the hilt carving Bicol Tenegre. We'll have more on Bicol blade hilt carving next time. We'll have more on some other Bicol blade hilt carving, such as the inayam or the dog carving, the pinaniki or the bat, the kinabalang or the ape, the kinulata, the pinili, the tinalisay. We'll have that in our proceeding episodes. Thanks for joining me up to here, and be safe and enjoy being a blade enthusiast. And remember that the pen is mightier with a sword. Thanks.